Hi everyone, it's Miss Magoob here from Room 7. Today I'm going to be reading to you two informational texts. They're going to be nonfiction. Nonfiction means real. One text is going to be about sharks, the other one is going to be about dolphins. And at the end of the two texts, you're going to be comparing and contrasting between sharks and dolphins. So comparing means finding out how sharks and dolphins are similar, how are they the same? And contrasting means finding out how they are different. And you're going to be looking at a Venn diagram to help you with that, okay? And I'll be making sure to post that for you to see as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the shark book first. And while I'm reading the shark book, there's also going to be non-fiction text features that will help you understand the story a little bit better. So some of the text features you're going to see is going to be a table of contents. Table of contents help divide the chapters, so then that way you get to see what is in each section, and that's important in each section. And you're also going to be seeing labels, and labels help you understand the picture of the sharks and the dolphins a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get started with the shark book. So here's the book. It's called Sharks. And then the table of contents have these chapters, these sections. It's what are sharks, parts of a shark, how sharks hunt, how sharks eat, glossary, which we'll talk about at the end, to learn more, and index, which is another text feature we'll talk about at the end. Sharks are fish. Sharks come in many shapes and sizes. The whale shark is the biggest fish in the ocean. It is longer than a bus. The smallest sharks are the length of a pencil. So here's a whale shark, that's one label, and a dwarf shark. So it shows you how big the whale shark is to this human and compared to a dwarf shark. Sharks have skeletons made of a soft material called cartilage. Cartilage is light and rubbery. It lets sharks bend their bodies to swim. And our ears are actually made of cartilage. Sharks have tiny scales on their skin. They look like tiny teeth. Many sharks have a pointed snout and large jaws. Here's the snout. That's another label that helps you understand the picture a little bit better. Sharks have fins. They use their fins to turn and stop in the water. Sharks have slits near their mouths that they use to breathe. These slits are called gills. Gills, fins. Sharks have a fin on their backs. Sometimes it pokes above the water. Sharks have a tail. They move it from side to side to swim. Some sharks swim fast. They chase fish and other prey. Some sharks hide on the ocean floor. They grab their prey as it swims by. Some sharks have rows of pointed teeth for tearing food. Some sharks have flat teeth for crushing crabs, lobsters, and other animals with shells. Some sharks suck in water and use their filters to catch small plants and animals. Sharks are always on the move. They wander the ocean in search of food. So this is the last page for the Sharks book. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other nonfiction text features that are in this story. So this is something called a glossary. A glossary is kind of like a mini dictionary inside of a book that helps you understand the words that are in bold print, which is like a thicker print, a little bit better. So that's something called a glossary. So that's the end of the Sharks book. And I want you to be thinking while I'm reading the Dolphin book, how are sharks and dolphins similar and how they are different? So that way you're able to tell your teacher at the end of the video how they're similar and different, comparing and contrasting, okay? Okay, so here is the Dolphins book. And this one also has a table of contents because it is a nonfiction book. So what are dolphins? How dolphins swim, how dolphins eat, dolphin sounds. A glossary again, remember, that tells you more about the words that are inside the story. To learn more, an index. Splash! Dolphins jump above the ocean waves. Dolphins are mammals. Some dolphins are as small as a person. Some dolphins are bigger than a bus. Orcas are the biggest dolphins. A dolphin tail has two fins called flukes. Right here is the label that tells you where the flukes are. Dolphins move their tails up and down to swim. Dolphins have two flippers. They use their flippers to turn and to stop. Dolphins have smooth skin. It helps them slide through the water. Dolphins have a dorsal fin. It keeps them from rolling over when they swim. Dolphins breathe air through a blowhole. Dorsal fin and blowhole. Dolphins have more than 100 sharp teeth. I made a connection already between the sharks book and the dolphins book about the teeth. They use their teeth to catch fish and other food. Dolphins hunt for food in groups called pods. Dolphins make clicking sounds to find food. The sounds bounce off fish and make echoes, like echo, echo, echo. Dolphins listen to the echoes. The echoes tell dolphins where the fish are. Dolphins make sounds to talk to each other. They bark, chirp, and whistle. Dolphins like to play. They flip and twist together in the air. Dolphins are friendly. They even have smiles on their faces. All right, so at the end was also the glossary, which tells you a little bit about the words in the book. And I'm only going to read one of these words to you to help you understand it a little better, which was mammals. Dolphins are mammals, and that means an animal with a backbone that is warm-blooded and has hair. Mammals are born alive and drink their mother's milk. So, we read about sharks, we read about dolphins. What you're going to do now is compare and contrast the two, which means finding out how they are similar and finding out how they are different. And then you're going to record it and send it to your teacher on your flip grid. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed sharks and dolphins.